Hello, welcome to this video about starting your day in a positive and intentional way, feeling more focused, at peace, and wanting to spread that out through the day. So that's what we talk about in these morning readings and intentions. I pull a card from my Lightseers tarot deck, and I also read from one of my favorite books. And today I am looking into Joe Dispenza, who's fabulous. If you don't know Joe Dispenza, well, look him up for sure. Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dispenza. And this is one of his books. Fabulous. So and I pulled a card today, and it's funny because the card really corresponds with the book, and it's so much about attracting what we want into our life. And anyways, it's going to be really good. So welcome. Today I pulled the Three of Wands, and I love this image. This tarot deck is amazing. I love that surfer girl. So what it says is, now a summary of it is energy manifested, waiting for the results of your effort. The results, the arrival of opportunities, business wins, clarity, your ambitions, I think it meant clarify your ambitions, maybe. Continuous improvement and moving in the right direction and progress. Very positive card. And they always have an affirmation, and the affirmation that goes with this card is, I know my dream is on the way. I know my dream is on the way. And what we believe is what we really attract. So we can say we want something, that we desire something, and we can focus on, we can think about it. But if back in our head and back in the background is going, but I just don't think it's possible for me. I can't see how. I can't see, there's just no way. Then unfortunately, so what you got to do is work on changing the beliefs. And that's what some of these videos are about every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So make sure you tune in, because this is what we're doing. It's helping you shift your perceptions, helping you release the limiting beliefs, and also build and get in the habit of thinking about these new beliefs that you are choosing to have. Okay, let's read the message of the Three of Wands. You've been doing the work, Lightseer, visioning, and it's almost time to see rewards trickle in. Today, you are moving through energy you created in the past. And being here, ready and waiting is a milestone that you should recognize as success. So what can happen when we're moving through and wanting to have something new in our life? We want to be different. We want to have something different, right? That requires our life to be different. And lots of times we don't think about that. So things can fall away. People can fall away. People won't feel right anymore. A job may not feel right anymore. Where you're living may not feel right anymore, because you're like, I'm imagining myself being this type of a person. This space doesn't feel good to me anymore. This energy doesn't feel good. And what also can happen is so then all your limiting beliefs come up, right? Like your fear, your worry, what if, because there's no guarantee in the future. So when you're working with something that's not guaranteed, that you can't grasp onto because you don't know exactly how it's going to work out, you don't know exactly what's going to go on. And the more you think about it and try to figure it out, the more anxiety and stress you feel, right? Instead of just trusting and going with the flow, minute by minute, day by day. So it can be one of the hardest things to work through, but this is really what we're here to work through, this ascension part of it, and to continue to grow and grow and grow and fully experience life, and know that our decisions are made in the moment, right? So we get to decide to be different in each moment, act different, take different actions. While there is still work to be done, know that you are headed in the right direction and that you will see a wave of opportunity soon. And that's just kind of about when you open up to opportunities and possibilities, when you're like, I'm open to receive and to see opportunities and possibilities that are here for me. I'm open to receive opportunities that are here for me. You can even use that as a little affirmation. Right? And we just start thinking that way more. So it's like, okay, I am focusing on opportunities. I'm focusing on possibilities, even some I may have never thought of, because anything is possible. So I'm open for things to come to me in a way I could have never perceived, and things like that, right? And the book, I opened it up onto a page. To experience change, observe a new outcome with a new mind. Isn't that just so cool? Observe a new outcome with a new mind. Because if you observe, like we were just talking about, if you're like, oh, I see what I want, a new outcome, something different, but you have your old mind, what's going to happen is it's going to be, that's not possible. Oh, don't be so silly. How are you going to do that? Come on, don't be so, right? That's the old mind. So a new mind would be, again, opening to possibilities, saying that this could be possible. What if this is possible for me? That's amazing. What if I could achieve this, right? Even using what if. I'm now choosing to believe this. Those are things that you can say even if you don't believe yet, but it brings you in a more positive energy working towards the thing, right? We have to think, feel, and act in new ways. We have to be different in terms of our responses and our experiences and actions and thoughts. We have to become someone else because who we are now has created all the stuff we have now. Who we become when we end up having the things we want or being the way we want, we have changed in that process by the time we get there. So we're actually kind of like a new person. We're always changing. We're always evolving. It's not like the you are now, there's something wrong with. And that's the thing to think about. You're not wrong. You are not flawed. You are not broken. But it's okay to desire something else. It's okay to desire to be different, as in, I'm not going to be, so I used to be like kind of an angry teenager, and I used to not be satisfied with anything. I was always waiting for something so I could be happy. I can't just be happy in this situation. This situation sucks, teenagers, right? This situation sucks. Why would I be happy? I'm going to wait until. So, right, things like that. That's like this old part of us that wants to continue to drag us down to that. Whatever the pattern behavior of you, what you've been in the past, what you are now has brought you what you have. And like I said, it's okay. We're all human beings. It is natural. We are in this limited body. We are surrounded by programming and conditioning that has taught us to be that way. But so now it's trying to work through these things. It's like, oh, it's such a new way of thinking, or it's a new way of taking action, or it's a new belief. And beliefs, especially when we're over 50, we have held on to those beliefs for so many years. It just takes a little bit to start believe something different, to allow ourselves to believe, expect, and know that something different is possible. Okay. So that's all. It's just a practice you continually practice. Okay. To change your life is to change your energy, to make an elemental change in your mind and emotions. If you want a new outcome, you will have to break the habit of being yourself and reinvent a new self. And that's what the book's called, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, because we are habitually, we have habits of being, thinking, doing, all of that. And all those habits, they're like autopilot. We don't have to think about them anymore. They have formed who we are now, where we are now in our life. So it's just like, okay, well, if I want to change things, I get to be different. And today I was going through something and I was having a really hard time being different. I knew I was being my old self. And I was breathing and I'm like, and I'm pacing, right? I'm walking. I went for a beautiful walk today too, which really, but I know when it comes up now and I feel that. And instead of fighting myself, stupid Diana, blah, blah, blah. It's a part of, oh, wow, here we go. The old me doesn't want to let go. It's scared. It's scared of dying. It's scared of losing this part of itself. It's scared of losing control. There's uncertainty in the future, right? And that's all. So you just kind of got it. And it's usually your younger self. It's like this little child, right? And so you can be, well, do I want to stay in this though? No, I don't want to stay in this old pattern. I don't want to stay in these old habits that I know are not who I really want to be, right? Or not who I really am. They're just fear and worry and doubt. So you just got to take time, be kind to yourself, feel the emotions, cry if you need to, right? Cry if you need to, whatever. But the thing is that, and you can choose to change them at any time, and you can choose to change them in a minute. You can choose, now I'm a totally new person. You can do that if you are really willing to believe that, right? Kids can do it. Kids can do it right away. Put a Superman cape on a little boy, he's Superman. He's Superman. He goes from his old identity to his new identity that fast. It doesn't have to take time. Okay, so but I also want to mention that. So it is March 19th, 2024 when I'm doing this. And I am doing a 4-week program that deals with, we start with these positive things in the morning, and then the second week, you're going to bring it more in the day, and we're going to be focused more on your healthy eating and exercise, like your body part. And then on the third week, we're moving into the mind. So we're going to be way more focused on how you think, what you believe, what you're saying. So kind of hyper focused. So for a week, you're going to be practicing certain things. So you start to shift this old pattern, these old way of thinking, these old ways of talking, begin to shift them, which begins to shift your life. And then in the 4th week, we're into like the soul, the spirit, where it's like tapping into your intuition, various ways to tap into your intuition, practicing that, slowing yourself down, calming the nervous system, really feeling your body. What is your body telling you? What is your body? You're going to learn these practices or learn the concepts of them and practice them for that week. I know it's a shorter period of time, but you're going to get a really good overview in 4 weeks. You're going to go through these systems and it'll be like, wow, this is how I can change things for me. And it's like a sequence, right? To be like, oh, your focus is for 1 week, which is so doable. I'm asking you to focus and do a few things for 7 days. You take 1 week at a time. 1 week at a time, for 4 weeks. And after the 4 weeks, you will be amazed at how good you feel and how like, holy cow, I really stuck to that. I did that. I gave myself time and attention and love for those 4 weeks. How amazing. Can you imagine if I continued to do this? And then, yes, there's always a way to continue with me so that you continue to practice things like this. But that is going to be starting in the 2nd week of April. Please reach out to me, dianamarchand.com. There's a contact page if you want more information, and I will be getting more on this. But that's really kind of what it's about. And of course, because everybody's working on something else in their life, everybody has a different life, it will totally fit you because we make it like it's like I guide you to like, oh, this is what's going on in your life. These are the things you want to shift. This is kind of what, right? Anyways, it'll work for everybody. It's not cookie cutter either because it's specific. I help you be specific to your life. All right. Feel free to reach out to me. Have an absolutely amazing day or night whenever you're watching this. Give me a comment, give me a like. And if you want, please feel free to share this. I'm on YouTube, Diana Marchand, and I'm on Facebook, either Diana Marchand or Women Living Boldly 50 Plus is my Facebook group, and Instagram, Diana Marchand 50. So much love. Bye.